What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the BeanieBoyz podcast. And today, I got my fam, not just a guest, not any guest. It's my boy Rell, Rello.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is. Family now.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all for having me on here, man.
No problem, bro.
Yes, sir. And your host, Rion Martinez.
Co-host over here, your boy Rion. You already know.
Rion.
I know it's been a while, y'all. We just been going through some technical difficulties lately. But I'm glad to have them on. We about to get another banger for y'all real quick.
But yeah, let them know. Hey, this might be our official spot right here.
I know y'all see the new spot.
Hey, new.
I know y'all see the new spot, the new official.
You know, we gonna see what's happening.
You gonna see how y'all like it.
How you been, dog? Like,
bro. Hey, shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been good. Just been busy, man. Been busy. Yeah, I got a lot of life changes coming up, bro. So it's definitely gonna be, about to have a little baby girl. So
got a baby on the way, bro.
Yeah. That's on that. Yeah.
So like with that, like, what's your expectations, like? Cause you know it's a girl, man. So it's like,
and it's the thing, bro. It's like it's crazy because it's about to be my first, but then it's like, soon as I found out, you know what I'm saying, like I was having a baby, bro, I just started doing more. Trying to get more money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stay busy or stay focused, like keep them goals and stuff bigger, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's not just for me, it's somebody else.
You trying to leave like a legacy, kind of like generational wealth in a sense, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I know you got like some businesses too, right?
Yeah, I started, it's crazy because we got a couple. I started with my wife, with one of them. But all business is not good business, bro.
Hey, you gotta speak on that because I feel like that's the new way we're going into right now is like entrepreneurship, and it's like, I feel like all we see on like social media or just like in the world is, I did this, that's why I'm here, and it's like there's also like unsuccessful entrepreneurs too, right?
Yeah.
That did the same shit and didn't go nowhere. So like, what do you think is something that you're paying attention to as you kind of go into every venture? Not necessarily saying you think it's gonna fail, but also not going all the way into it, I guess, because you like, I gotta see how it's gonna look down the line before I just put all my eggs into this one basket.
Nah, for sure. I think first thing, like I feel like you can't be afraid to fail. Like you have to, it's called a thing called failing and failing forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like at least you're failing, but you're one step closer. You know what I'm saying? You know what not to do. You know, things like that. But you got to study what you want. Like, do a little research. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple vending machines. So with those being said, it's not like I went out there and was like, hey, let me buy a vending machine. Let me do this. You know, it's like, nah. I was studying on it. I went through the process before actually doing it. I looked up how to buy them. How could I place them? How could I talk to people to place them? Just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
and how long did that process like last before you actually ended up buying a vending machine? And then,
I'm not gonna lie, like YouTube is pretty much like king. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally be on YouTube and study anything.
YouTube University, bro.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. YouTube University. So I say probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks before I was like, all right, I really want to do this and I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's been pretty good to me so far. So can't complain.
And then I know we were talking about it recently. You looking into like getting an RV, I think, or buying, renting out RVs.
Yeah. All right. No, it's not RVs, but what it is, it's mobile homes.
Mobile homes. Got you.
Okay.
So you know how they say every rich person got real estate. You know, everybody that got money got land, got houses, all of that. Yeah. So just like I was saying, you study a little bit. I know I don't got a lot of money to just go buy a house. You know what I'm saying, and then try to flip it and do that. So
start small.
That's all I did, bro. That's all I did, just start small. So I got like 2 or 3 right now, me and my brother. And we actually going out there tomorrow, man. So that's been a challenge. That's a challenge venture right there.
With that, when you're buying it, are you buying it like as it is, or are you having it like refurnished first, or are you doing all the work yourself?
I'm doing all the work, and that's like real deal, get it out the mud type deal. You know what I'm saying? Usually you can hire somebody to do this, but I mean we hire like an electrician and a plumber, but other than that, like drywall, putting the floors back down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing all of that.
That's
Like
just
that's
you and him.
straight off YouTube University.
Yeah,
like
renovation, making sure it's all good,
What?
tight
Bro,
before
all
With
of
this
that.
though,
the
you think
business.
doing it yourself is like saving money too. So like when you actually finish, you can actually profit more.
Yeah,
Or
most
do you
definitely.
think it would? Do you think it's better to put more money into it to make profit?
See, and that's the thing I was talking to my brother about. I was like, bro, we can just pay somebody, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to do this, and it'll be done in 2 or 3 days. And he like, yeah, but it's the process, you know, like falling in love with the process. It's your first time doing it. He was like, one day you're gonna want to have somebody, you know, like workers that you can take care of, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you want to be able to have jobs for people, but you want to know how to do the job, you know what I'm saying?
Makes
Like
sense.
I started there, so I know what to do, you know what I'm saying? Things of
Right.
that nature. But yeah, time is money, bro. Time is money. So you
Well,
know.
I'm asking that question only because like for me, I know, and I'm not like doing nothing you're doing, but I just know like I always look at it like I think I would rather pay somebody to do stuff. So like a lot of times, like I got a Camry, and you know people say like you just do your own work, you do your own oil change and stuff like that. But I'm always like, I'll just pay somebody to do that. Like
Time
I
is
know how
money.
to do it,
Yeah.
but it's like, do I actually want to get underneath my car, undo it? Like I can just drive it in somewhere, they'll do it. I hop in my car, go on about my day.
Yeah.
Sure, I probably could have saved some money, but I feel like to your point, like time is money, and I'm all about convenience for me. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
See,
times
my
people try
homie
to
like
do
the
stuff
opposite of
and they
that,
don't have
though.
the tools.
He like at his crib, he got the little tools and stuff, everything together, and he got his job. He do detail and stuff like that.
Right.
He would rather get it done on his own, do the work. It might not be as good, but he's saving money. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all see it 2 different ways, but
I guess for me,
I think
it's like
to each his own though.
What am I like? I don't know. It's like a self-fulfilling thing.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I did that, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you kind of feel you get the credit. Like
Yeah, you know, I did that, bro. Or I know how to do that.
Since we are talking about money and businesses, though, do you think saving money should have a purpose, or do you think you should just save money? Because that's talked about a lot. About if you think about it, a lot of like our people like our parents' age and older,
Rainy day.
you find out that like
Mhm.
a lot of them don't have like savings.
Yeah.
They grew up without savings. Like they spent as they went.
Which is
And
interesting because they always telling us
they
that we
preach
need to
that we should
because
save,
they
right?
didn't do that.
But my question is like, is saving an important thing if there's no purpose behind it, right? So like for you, you got a kid on the way, right? So like saving makes sense. Like you're trying to build that generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? Invest in certain things so then when they get to a certain age, they have something built for them. Even though you might not have when you were coming up, right?
Yeah.
But like, if I'm somebody that doesn't think like that, I don't have a kid, I don't really have any responsibilities, like, do I really need a savings or should I just spend and kind of live my life as it is? Like, what do you think, like even talking to our viewers, what do you think they would kind of want to know about that? Like, what's your perspective on that?
I mean, I feel like they kind of go hand in hand because this is like, yeah, you should have a purpose. Like, why do you want to save money? But then for me, it's just like I want to save money because I don't want to work forever, which is one thing. But then
Right.
again, I know that there's not a certain dollar amount that I'm like, all right, cool. If I get this, I'm good with never working.
Right.
So that's why I say on the other hand, it's just like you should just save just because you never know what the hell could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny because when I think about this, I'm like, our parents say this, and it's like, it makes so much sense. Like, we should save. Like, I'm going to have that money for emergencies or whatever the case may be. But then you think about how many people, and I know, like, my job, like, we have, like, probably, like, more employees, like, just throughout the building of where I work compared to, like, where you work. But, like, how many older people have you worked with that are past the age of retirement, but they still work? You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, it's like, they have a whole retirement fund, like, in place for them. Like, they can retire and have that money, but they still...
But that's what I'm saying. You think everybody
want
you
to
know like
work.
that? Are they working because they have to, or do they like?
Well, I feel like they're
fucked up
working
out
because
here.
they want to. And I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like, you're saying you don't want to work forever, but sometimes I feel like people say that, and then they're like, but what would I do if I'm not working? Because it's kind of been ingrained into us from the beginning of time, right? You work until you retire, or you work until you die.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's like,
and that's the real though.
it's one of the craziest things to think about. It's like, dang, like, even when I get to a certain point, I'm like, I'm ready to retire. I retire, go out, do my fun, and I'm still sitting back at home like, what am I gonna do? I don't have work to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People always looking for more, bro. It don't really matter where you are, how successful you get. Like, I always hear it. It's like people are always either striving for more or they like not really content where they at. Like,
Yeah.
eventually you get like, all right, what's next? Like, basically, that's kind of what it is. It's not like you're unhappy.
But I like your approach though, because for me, I think if I retire, my next thing isn't gonna be necessarily working, like getting a job at like McDonald's or getting a job at, you know, CarMax or somewhere. I think my thing is gonna be, what businesses can I work on?
Yeah, in the world we live in now, though, I don't think anybody's gonna be like that. Like, well, not anybody, but more people are gonna be like what you saying.
Because like it's right now, we in the realm of I started my own business,
Yep.
but it's all about multiple streams of income, bro. So even when you retired and old, you gonna have that mindset from right now, like, I could invest in stocks here, start a little. Like I know somebody close to me right now, they got a food truck business, bro. Like you can just do little stuff, multiple streams of income to stack your money in, like. But really, generational wealth is something you was talking about. People got luxuries like you got. So I hate to be that guy, but really both. You saving for no reason, and like there's a purpose for some things. People got college funds. Like some of your jobs give you 401k and stuff like that. Not everybody got that, but that's another way you can save money.
Of that, bro, it ain't like it's hard. I think it's hard for people to save because they had like it's not hard to make the money. Like people can make the money, but managing the money, that's the hardest part, bro.
I know that firsthand.
Because if you get like $1,000 check and you put in 40 hours a week, like hell, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool off that, bro.
I'm so glad.
I just been through two situations.
Just be like,
you know,
My next question was actually going to be: do you actually think it's harder to save when you make less money, or when you make a lot of money? So
less money.
I don't want to say like you're broke, right? Because clearly you probably are living paycheck to paycheck, right? You know what I'm saying? But like let's say you're middle class, right? You're making pretty good money. Let's say $60K a year or so, right? It's pretty decent, right? I mean, especially probably in this economy where it's like minimum wage is so weak now, right? So you're making $60K, you saving money. But your day-to-day life is a little bit different compared to someone who makes six figures.
Who makes 100K?
But most people would think like they make six figures, like they should have enough money to put to the side and, you know, save. But I think sometimes like, but do they? Because wouldn't their lifestyle be different than ours, right? Like a lot of times middle class, I think, kind of lives within their means. And then when you make a lot of money, you kind of live outside your means, only because you know you have that money, right? So it's like, let's say we go out to dinner. If I make six figures, I'm probably not looking at, I'm just ordering stuff. I'm not sitting here like, oh, that's $40, that's $50. Like, I'm just ordering. Middle class, I would think most of them go out and they're like, I want that. That's like $40. I'm gonna get this $20. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some people
you just
see
look
the
at
price
your,
and be like,
you
I
just
ain't
look at
even
your
buying
money.
that.
You look at your money differently, right? So I think, like, is it harder to save if you have more money compared to like being middle class? Because I think middle class actually they focus on saving money a lot because they want to get to that six-figure lifestyle. But like when you have six figures, it's like, why am I saving money? I recoup it every time I go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think.
Rainy days, I feel like it probably is harder for them.
But I don't know. I feel like if you really making money, I feel like you can save a lot, but you also gonna invest a lot because you got to get that back.
This is another thing too, though. It depends on like your mindset. It's all about mindset. Like we was always raised on like even if you don't have it, like if you did have it, like you gonna save money to keep money. Like so if I get rich, I'm not about to be blowing it. Like I win a lottery, like we gonna figure out what's the best long term way we can like stay rich. Like we not trying to just think about all the stuff we can buy with it. Like it's kind of just
I think
it depends like on how you are.
But on how to stay where they're at.
Well, the ones that stay rich, they had a plan. Like they utilized their money the right way. Like they didn't just go blow it all, or they didn't make a big purchase that they couldn't pay back. It's basically credit for them.
You gotta make your money work for money, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta
Got
spend money to buy something.
Invest in
and
yourself.
Make you some more money, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like you
Twofold.
Yeah.
You don't just want to make your money back. You want to make your money back and some on top of that.
Exactly. You don't want to just go buy
No
a
doubt,
shirt
no
and
doubt.
then next thing you know, like you asked out of $10 or $20, but I mean
Yep.
you got a shirt for the next couple months, bro. But
But I ain't gonna. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't learn myself. I didn't learn myself on a smaller scale. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm the best when it comes to like money and like
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. Cause I done made some bad investments or something I thought was good at the time, but I really ain't had the money to kind of like. I might have to take something out of my savings, which is already violation number one. Like, if I had to take something out.
Bro, I
That's
don't
wrong.
think you're human if you ain't touched the savings.
Yeah, nah, but
At least
I
once.
did though.
At one time, you like,
especially if it's
Or you
connected
let-
to the same
yeah.
account.
yeah,
see
you
the
know what I'm
check
saying?
is in the same.
I don't mind
And
need
once
that.
I saw what that felt like to lose that, bro, I was like, man, that was what I was saving up for. Like, I was working, had all that built up just for me to like take out of that, and then now it's like you back at square one. Like,
Hey, so whatever you say, you made a bad investment with your savings.
yeah, like so. One of the times I actually got scammed, so it was like a scam thing, and I was like, I don't really got the money right now. I'm gonna just take it out of my savings to pay for this, and then I was out of that money.
You gotta tell us what it was, bro.
It was like it was for this modeling thing, and like it's a lot of scam stuff through that, but
Okay.
this one was a little different. I was already aware of like scams out there and stuff like that.
But they gave you like a full pitch. That's why.
Yeah,
they made it
the
sound
pitch,
like, oh, this sound legit.
And this is like early. Like I've been modeling for like 2 years now, so this is like early on. Like it was over 1,000, bro. Like something like that. I was like, bro, this is heavy. This is probably the most money I ever spent. Like, so I was like,
And let me ask you something. You still on the modeling?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was.
I got an
pretty
agent and
much-
everything.
That was
Like,
pretty much that lesson learned. You feel me? That failing forward is like, hey, it's
Yeah.
my first time doing this. Now I know what not to do.
yeah,
You feel
and
me?
sometimes you do got to fall on your ass a couple times,
Yeah,
but
it be like that.
that's not the way you want to do it.
Nah,
but
but it's like
I'll say
Take
just
it
for a
as a
situation like
lesson.
that though, just like looking forward to it too, is like you said you had to pay 1,000, right?
Yeah.
But like next time, think about the amount that you have to pay,
Does it
because that's a
sound
big sign in
realistic,
itself,
too?
right?
Yeah.
Like, why would you have to pay?
It was a
$1,000?
lot more leading up to it.
You know
but
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I know
Like-
what you're saying. Like,
Don't that sound? I mean,
it wasn't
to
just
me-
I saw 1,000. I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna just give it to him. Like,
No.
I didn't do that, but I know what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying, like, for me,
Really
I
reading
know,
the
like,
fine
if
print
somebody
and stuff.
asked me for $200, I'm
I ain't
asking.
got it, bro.
It's not even that. I'm asking a bunch of questions.
A bunch of questions, yeah.
before
like,
I
really,
just
like,
send it. You know what I'm saying?
interested.
Like, because you know those pyramid schemes are out there, right? It's like,
Man, I don't trust
send me 200.
Or I'm telling you,
I'll
like,
make 400.
yeah,
It's
pyramid
like-
scheme is a good example, but go over with somebody
I'm
you
like-
trust. Like, if you younger,
Because I always
go
like the
over with
question.
your
I was
parents,
like, so you're
stuff
saying
like that.
I send you 200, and then you put in your 200, and then you get 400, and then you'll give me 400. Like, how does that work? Because
Mine is
'Cause
not.
honestly, how I
mine
look at
going
it is-
first, and
how I
you
look
look
at it
at it.
is-
Hey, someday I
look,
know.
how look at it is, if I keep my 200 and you keep your 200, guess
I
what?
never know how people got caught in.
We
the
both got
pyramid schemes, but I
$200.
guess people
Like,
say the same
I-
thing about my story,
I
so
don't understand.
that's why I really don't judge no more.
I just be them
Just be
joints.
careful.
But no, that's a good lesson to learn, though. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, just for
Be-
next
be
time,
careful.
like, hey, I gotta come in and talk or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do
Yeah,
a lot
but
of.
like I
Boys,
said,
watch out for the scammers, man.
Yeah,
My
go over
boy said,
with,
watch
go
out
over
for
with
the
somebody you
scammers.
trust. Anything, bro. Like, especially if you're younger, like go over with your parents, somebody
Mhm.
first. Like, just make sure they looking at it, making sure it look legit. Go meet up with them if you can't. Set up a meeting or something like that, bro.
Yeah,
'Cause
always.
you can't just lay out that kind of
And
money.
video call, bro. Be like,
Video
set up a
call.
little video call,
Yeah.
FaceTime. If they scared to FaceTime, they're not
Yeah,
legit.
we got plenty of options now.
Nah,
Bro,
So-
even just do your research too online. Like he said.
Yeah,
you got
always
YouTube.
research first before
The
you.
internet
even
got everything.
disagree
So like, if their
for
company name
contracts
is
or
like,
anything.
BMR or something, right? Well, before you sign anything,
What does that even stand for?
look it up.
Yeah.
Who's BMR? Is that a real agency? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a real
Do
agency,
they have any
it's gonna come up.
clientele that was already through them? Like,
And also, some people been getting really good with this scamming too. When you do find the agency or the company, go through every tab.
because
See,
they're gonna set up like a
see,
whole
what you can
website
do,
and everything.
You can set up a whole web page, right?
Yep.
You set up like
You don't
one
even gotta be
click,
detailed.
and it will take you to another page, and that might be all they did. They didn't do the whole page because they're just trying,
They're just trying to
scam,
bring
right?
you in and make
You
sure
wanna go through every
kind of
page.
legit.
Go to the click on the about, when the company started, who started it, like all that information. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, about the dollars,
real
boy.
talk, bro.
Hey,
That's
it's your
respect,
money.
though.
Because
Respect.
think about it.
Nah,
Think
yeah.
about it. Like you don't have that money no more, right?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? That was in your savings. So, like, you kind of took a step back to that.
Man, you gotta take lessons, bro. You gonna spend money to make money.
Yep.
Man. That's how that shit go.
Without a doubt.
That's how that shit go.
And you got to bet on yourself, too. You know what I'm saying? Even take the money out of it, you know. Just
Always
bet
bet
on
on
yourself.
yourself. Always.
Like, all the successful people you hear about, like, they really bet on themselves. Now, I'll say sometimes that doesn't always work. Sometimes you do screw yourself, right? Because you think you are something that you're not, right?
Not even in a cocky way.
It's kind of like
you can trust yourself. Like,
you have to have some cockiness, but there has to be some humbleness about you too, right? So like, for instance, we get a lot of game from Pops, right?
Yeah.
He the OG. He give us a lot of game about his experience and stuff like that. That don't mean that we can't still take our leap and come back and be like, hey, look, I know you said don't do it, but this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? He's gonna look at it and be like,
got to,
that's cool. I mean, I'm glad it worked out for you, but at the same time, maybe
he'll tell you.
Maybe he telling you something
This
you
is
need
what
to
I'm telling
hear,
you to
but
do,
you
but you
are
your own
so
man at
wrapped
this
up
point,
in your
like-
own mind where it's like, you know what, I hear you, but I'm just gonna do
You
it.
gotta
And
find
then
out for myself.
Then you come back and he like, I told you.
Yeah,
You
no
be
doubt,
like, you
no
was
doubt.
right, but you know what? I
But
just
that,
had-
you gotta own
that
that.
doesn't
That's
happen a
hard
lot
part.
of times though, right? Because sometimes he talks you out of stuff and you like, dang, I probably should did it.
Sometimes he talk you into stuff because he's like, man,
He don't try to
that.
hold
like,
you back though, but he
nah,
gonna
I'ma
let
do
you
that.
know
That's
his
what
2 cents.
You gotta
No
own
doubt.
it. That
Yeah.
accountability.
That's the
bro.
hardest
Gotta
thing, though.
own it.
Most
I ain't
people
gonna lie.
they scared of that
Shoot, I
accountability.
can't
bro.
even do it all the time, bro. Like I be like, man,
Bro.
and then I look back later and I'm like, yeah, I should have. That was me.
Oh, one thing I
I
did
was
want to
just
talk
not
about
trying to
though
admit it.
is you are a married man and you about to have a kid, right?
For sure.
What's your take on marriage then kids? Do you think that that's the right way to go about situations like that, or do you think if someone has a kid before marriage, like that's just how their life went, it's just their decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you look at it like that, or do you just like everybody got their own life, everybody got their decisions that they make?
I mean,
Because you're under the umbrella of right, according to some
society.
people, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
In society, bro, and you can't listen to people, bro. Like you just gotta live your life. Everybody's life played out different. You feel me? Like it's crazy. You feel me? You could be like, hey, would you rather be married and have a kid at 30, or would you rather get pregnant at 8 or 18? You feel me?
Mhm,
17,
mhm.
18. Next thing you know, you and your kid got the best bond and grow up. He's a freaking billionaire or something. You feel me? But it's just like there's no right or wrong, bro. So it's just like all I know is just make sure you have some money before you have a kid. Yeah, and y'all females don't be letting no dude get up in you, especially if you ain't got no money, because that's a chance you take. But be mad when you be like, my baby daddy broke. He ain't helping me.
I agree, but also
Yeah.
I don't know if it changes if the woman has money.
Ah.
See, I feel
it's
like
still just a
that's
safer
how
bet.
that's how world we live in now, to where like it's always the man can't be broke, right? But like now women can make their own money. So like, do you think like that's a big deal if a woman with money gets with a guy that doesn't have money?
I think that's never gonna happen,
Bro, because
I don't.
Yeah,
Look,
'cause like,
bro,
look,
bro, I'm with you.
I
I
know-
don't think successful women look at broke men at all. Like, I don't think they
So, bruh.
even acknowledge their existence.
That's
But
crazy.
I'm not gonna say that they haven't.
That's crazy you said that, bro. Because I was just watching this interview. So this dude, like his girl, I think she do like. Actually, I think it was a porn star or something like that. So it's like they were like, how do you feel about your girl making more income than you, and like all this kind of stuff like this that.
Yeah.
Do you feel bad for taking that back seat? And he was like, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, that make me like want to go harder. Like,
Yeah.
cause like it's kind of an ego thing, as men in general. Like, you don't want your girl making more than you, like, kind of just naturally. But like, that's okay. But I'm just saying, like, he's gonna get out there and grind. Like, he gonna get his too. Like, he want to let you
Right.
know, like, hey, I got mine too over here. Like, I'm not basically like leeching off you. I don't like. It shouldn't be that kind of relationship.
But I
She
hope
can get
there's
her
not a lot
bread.
of. I hope that he like really believes that, because I hope there's not a lot of insecurities, because that does happen sometimes.
It could
right?
be.
Like a guy gets with a girl that's more successful than him, and like maybe the relationship is fine in the beginning. He's loving, like, she's paying for stuff, like, that's really dope. But then at some point it's like that insecurity pops up and it's like,
She don't got
You know what I'm
time
saying? It's
for
like-
you, bruh.
it's
personally,
like-
I wouldn't
it's
put
like-
myself in that type of
It's
situation.
like, yo, you got me
But
when
if
I was
I
like
was-
this, but now it's like
I would probably
like,
have
you
a
need
similar.
to get your money up. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, like I thought we was
Or maybe
good.
not.
I would probably have a
Money.
similar mindset to him though. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't personally like if I knew there was a girl that was making more than me like before we got together. I don't really know if I'd be too cool with that, like just for me. But if I was and I accepted that, like I'ma still be getting mine.
For
like,
me,
sure.
I don't mind my woman making more money than me.
Facts.
I think it's more so about how our relationship is still going to be set up, right? Like, I'm still going to be taking responsibilities for things that men
Yeah.
should be taking responsibility
I think she would
right?
still
So,
want
like,
you to lead. Like,
So, like, for me, I'm going to still be a leader of the household.
yeah,
When we go out, I'm going to still take the bill. You making more money doesn't mean that I don't have none.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool if she wants to pay for certain things. Like, that's cool. Like, that makes sense. You have your own money. But a lot of times, like, as a man, I want her, whatever money she has, that's hers. And whatever money I have, typically, is both of ours. You probably
Facts,
know that.
bro. I
You
be
probably
telling,
know that.
I be telling mine, be like, look, I'm gonna have to pay these bills like with or without you. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to be fine. I
Yeah.
gotta have a place to stay. I gotta have lights. You know what I'm saying? All
Right.
stuff like that. So I don't necessarily say I'd be scared or intimidated if she made more money than me, or you know what I'm saying. If she make less money than me, so what? You gotta respect the hustle. You feel
Right.
me? It's just like you can't just be lazy as hell just sitting on your ass. You feel me? Like,
But I feel like your situation is kind of
like,
cool, too,
respect
because
the
it's like,
hustle.
y'all support each other in, like, the stuff y'all do. You know what I'm
Fact,
saying?
you got
So
to.
it's like, that's how a relationship should go. That's how a marriage should go.
Partnership.
So I also feel like maybe right now you make more money, but like at some point, if like she starts her own business and it freaking soars, she
Right.
makes more money. You're gonna be right there
On
supporting
me,
her,
bro.
right?
I'm in the kitchen
Like,
too.
Yeah,
What's
you know what I'm
up?
saying? Like you're not gonna be sitting in the back like,
Man, like,
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool she did that, but you know it's probably gonna flame out. You
And
know what I'm
bro,
saying? Like
realistically-
dudes get insecure like that, and it's like I'm kind of saying. I mean, I think we're all the same. Like I want to see my girl win. Like I want to
yeah,
see her
yeah.
on
You're not hating
the
on her.
highest pedestal. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not trying to hate on her.
I'll take a back seat, but at the same time, it's only in that instance, right? Because then once all that's done with, and we move on to the next thing, like
go
I'm,
home.
you know what I'm saying? I'm still the man of the house. Like we still gonna operate like that. But when we outside and it's your time to shine, like
Hey,
I'm gonna
you
be
the
right there
boss.
supporting
You
you.
the
I'm not
boss.
gonna be trying to bring you down. Like, man, like, yeah, she paid for that, but you know, I'm gonna pay for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your household is in check, so that when you go outside, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
Bro,
what
and if
matters.
you with the right girl, bro, she ain't even gonna look at you like that, bro. Like look down like you less or something like that. But
Right.
really, you should have your own anyway. So she can't even do you like that for real. Like
Till you make
she
her
know
mad.
you getting yours too, for real.
Make her
Till you
mad.
make her
Like,
mad.
everything
Till you
gonna
make her
kinda-
mad, bro.
everything
That's
gonna
probably
left.
about it though. Now you make her mad. I don't know what she might
It
say.
gotta be funny though. It's kind of because you know we see it with like parents all the time. It's like whenever like moms is mad, bro, the dad
The
be
whole
mad.
house fall apart,
But like
bro.
he not really mad. He just mad because mom's is
He don't
mad.
even
So
wanna
now,
deal
so
with
now
it.
he yelling, "Hey, y'all ain't clean them dishes like I
Yeah,
told you."
yeah.
Like,
Now we got all these tasks.
mind
we
you,
gotta
you
do.
walking in the kitchen right now to do them, but you. I told you to do those today.
I'm doing them
The
right
day-
now, though.
the day- They not
like,
over
you
yet,
just
though.
See me come in here.
It's 6:30 in the afternoon.
But you gotta just understand, like, I'm sure I'm gonna be like that as a parent. Like, if my girl mad, now I'm hey, what y'all kids doing?
I know y'all
Stop
ain't
out there
happy.
yelling. Like, you know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
happy and
Like, that junk is gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be a ball, though. I'm excited. Like,
That's messed up.
Cause what, your baby girl next week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, like 2 weeks max, bro. So
That's gonna be fire,
That's
bro.
dope, man.
I think it's dope. It is dope. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, more
Boy,
life type, you know?
what?
Well,
Yeah,
let me put it this
that's
way. It's
More life.
dope because we get more family, but like
Like you said,
you the
that-
one that got to,
hey,
you know, actually
you definitely
like,
got to get that
take
bread.
care of
now,
her
you know
and
what I'm
like
saying?
deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we just get to visit.
Hey, you better hope the baby shower got
You
you
know
all
what
the
I'm saying?
tools you need for the first couple
Hey, I ain't gonna
months.
lie, though.
Hey,
one.
Yeah.
Straight. Folks came
yeah,
through. Came
that's
through.
what's up.
It's
man.
funny. I always hear that like the baby shower gifts like get ran through like in the first
Oh, I
month.
bet. bet.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have no more stuff after the
I
first.
can't
You
even speak on it, bro.
like
Like,
all the stuff we got from the baby shower.
yeah, it'd be like, nah, we already used that.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
But that's the. I mean, y'all got a good support system, bro. You know.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
facts,
nah,
bro.
bro.
That's just in life general. Like no matter what you're going to do, you need that support system.
Mhm.
No matter this.
And y'all
It's gonna
here.
be hard
So you got a lot
times
of
too.
family here.
We talking
you know,
about all the
I know
good stuff. It's gonna be hard times too, and that's what
sometimes
makes
it's
you
hard
do
to
it, the
have like a
support system, for real.
newborn and like you moved to like Wisconsin. All your family in Georgia, but you in Wisconsin, it's just you. You know what I'm saying? I could see how that could be a little bit more difficult. You got a bunch of help here.
It's
You know what I'm
easy
saying?
to talk about the downfall, bro.
Man, I don't like talking about it much. Me either.
I feel like people need to more though, bro.
And when people trying to start their own business and things like that, like for me, just doing creative stuff, bro, getting on YouTube, trying out modeling for the first time, doing stuff like that, like my parents and them, I was like, bro, they ain't going for none of this. I know they.
Hey,
not,
your
bro.
shit fire though.
But
I
they
ain't
really,
gonna lie, bro.
they
I
really,
appreciate-
bro, they was really like, bro, no, we
pictures and
here,
stuff.
like,
modeling, bro.
yeah,
they
he
really
killed it,
support,
bro.
bro. My whole fam been real, like, and I needed that, bro, because that's really what stopped me. I was like, bro, I don't know if I could post this. Like, people just posting on the internet. People be nervous to post because what people gonna think.
It's two
Like,
worlds
bruh,
out here, bro.
It's so funny though because it's like
You ain't in college
the
or
path
whatever.
he's
Like,
on
that
is
might not
like
be your
what
path,
I
bro.
thought I was gonna go on because when I was working for Macy's, I was doing like modeling.
He
shoots
was,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like on some freelance stuff. Like they just asked me like, hey, can you do this? And then, like one day, they actually hired actual like professional models, and they ain't make it, only one. And so they was like, hey, Reed, can you do the little summer shoot? So I was like actually spending time with a real model. He was like, bro, like you got some work to do, but like I could see you like in this world and like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to him a little bit afterwards, but that just kind of flamed out. I moved on to another
Bro, you
job.
got a lot of it naturally.
And, like,
bro.
I was really into it then, but, like, every time I see him, like, post something or, like, do a shoot, I'm like, bro, like, that's Amori's, like, calling. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just
Bro,
see
it's to
stuff,
the
with people,
point.
right?
It's to the point now. Like they giving me like feedback and like they like, bro, you do this. Like this is how you could improve this. This is how you can market this better. Like,
Bro,
and
it's
I just got to be
they
able to
wanna
take
see
that
you
too.
make
Like,
it, bro.
yeah, like.
People want to see you succeed.
Because people
bro.
usually want to fight that, like, I know what I'm doing, but, like, I had to learn. I was like, you know what? Like, they here to help me, bro. And, like,
But, like,
a
even
lot of people don't
be
even
a
got
sponge.
nobody that be like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you want to be the sponge and try to
But,
take
like,
it all
even me,
in.
like, I did it on, like, you know, a level, not probably the same, but, like, similar. And it's like, I'm still learning, like, from him, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he teaching me stuff, and I'm like, dang, bro, like, I don't really know it went like that. Like,
It's just because you
I
ain't
think
put
you
it
did,
out
I
there.
think you
though.
did like a photo shoot, but like you had to practice like your walk and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
runway.
I ain't never
Yeah,
had no
because it's
experience
different
doing
types
that,
of
but-
modeling and stuff.
So like he got the walk down there.
I
I'm
might
like,
have
bro,
one
like,
that I do a lot
that's
more,
your
like
way,
commercial,
bro.
like magazine covers and stuff like that. Like I always tell people all the time, like that's where I live naturally and stuff like that. Like I got structure, like I use a lot of my bone structure and stuff like that for whatever I'm trying to take pictures with. But there's times like we got to know how to do everything. Like I want to know how to do everything just in case I travel. Like maybe I'm gonna do like for the future what I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to be in
Facts.
London. I'm trying to be like whatever they need me to do.
Paris Fashion
I want to be
Week.
able to Paris
But
Fashion
you know,
Week.
that's so
like,
funny though. I've always been big on like
I believe in myself though.
support.
So it's
like I've always been big on support, but like I don't care. Like even you know like cause of when I was working at the club, I helped like put her onto that.
yeah.
And but like I'm gone, and she's still you know what I'm
She's
saying.
still
But
doing
like
her thing, bro. That was just her
but,
calling.
like I'm like bro, like that's her. Like that
I
was
ain't gonna
never
lie.
me.
Ain't nobody
I needed
nobody
to help
had
a
an
friend,
impact
you know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
club
But,
like her over
But, like,
you, bro.
that's
Like,
her, and like every
Yeah,
time
that's
when
what
she
it's
walk
taking
in there,
that
bro, it feel like she
introduction,
put you on the job, bro. Like everybody like,
Bro,
oh,
every-
you
yeah, every
you
time
her
I-
cousin.
every time I
like,
come
nah,
in there,
I
like,
put her on the
bro,
job.
Like you work
They look at him like,
I'm
oh, that's
I'm
you.
like-
You her
too.
cousin,
like,
right?
hey,
Like what? No,
I'm 2
she
years
my
in,
cousin.
bro, like-
She my cousin that I put on here. Like,
but I never get offended. I just be like, nah,
yeah, no,
I'm
that's
working.
love though.
But like, cause
Facts.
I embrace that. Like you take that over. Like that's you. Cause like
Right.
it's not me.
It's like
It's
little
never been
sis,
me.
bro. Like,
I did it kind of do like some out my comfort zones for some fun.
Bro.
It was cool. Met some really cool people.
Most
But like
people be
literally,
hating, though,
yeah.
bro, on that, like, they
nah, the
do
prime
so-
example, bro, is like our little sister. Like back to what you was just talking about with me. Even I'm not even where I'm at. I'm not even like where I need to be. But I'm not even where I'm at now to have the confidence that I have now in the whole modeling realm. Because little sis, bro, she know all about the clothes, fashion. She got my clothes game up,
Yeah.
bro. Like I couldn't dress like at
Hey,
all,
be like
bro.
that
Like,
sometimes, bro.
bro,
Be
like she
that.
had, like, bro, she
that's
had.
actually crazy.
She
bro,
really
because
like my
she actually
designer,
has-
bro.
She's been killing the fashion.
And she younger than us, bro. Like just
And,
think
like, that's
about
her
that, bro.
passion, too, so it's, like,
that's what she
cool.
loves to do. She about to go to school for that. Like
Look,
a
hey,
little
put me onto
designer,
the
bro.
business.
I'm
You
gonna
know
wear
what
all
I'm saying?
her
I'm trying to be
clothes.
fresh too.
I'm gonna wear all her clothes, bro. Put that on, bro. I just did a shoot too with my boy Jay, his clothing line.
Oh yeah.
Y'all go follow my Instagram, bro. Check that
Oh, yeah,
out, bro.
you did. You did.
Yeah,
You
he
did.
said he gonna come on too. We just doing a little bit of everything, messing with each other. We see it, both of us grinding, so gonna show love to him. He come on a podcast or something.
Bro, that's really all we are though. Like,
People don't like sharing their success though. That's the thing.
Do is show love,
some people start coming up like they start going viral on TikTok. Something small as that, like, and they won't even tell them like nobody how they did it or like what they used to get there, bro. Just because they.
But
want
I think
it all
part
to
of that
themselves.
though is
like
like I know for me, like, and y'all probably agree, is like I'm so like happy with like myself and like the path that God got me on, to where like I don't need to take from someone else.
Yeah.
Right? Like I always preach. You know what I'm saying? Multiple lights can shine at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
one light doesn't dim the other, right? So like for me, I always think that maybe I don't blow up and become successful tomorrow, but somebody that I know that I probably helped did. I never take that away from them. I never be like, man, they stole my idea or they did it. I just like, no, I gave them that idea, you know, in the faith of us just talking, and they said they're gonna work on it. I didn't do it. I didn't put
it in their ear.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it, bro.
Yeah.
I just, you know.
If I came to you, it was like, man, you know what? I've been thinking about investing in mobile homes, man. And you like, yeah, that's a dope idea. And then 2 weeks from now, you like, bro, you ever invest? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't know if I'm really into that. You do it the next week, junk blow up. I'm not gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? The next time we talk and be like, bro, you stole my idea. Like, what you doing? I'm gonna be like, bro.
Yeah,
that was
what
dope
you
that you
do?
did that, bro.
How'd you buy it? Would you?
Yeah,
like, show me how you did it,
now I'm
bro.
gonna come be like, you know what? Maybe I should have did that, bro. Like next time, I'm gonna make sure I just hop on that one.
Bro, really, if nothing
And it might
else,
not even work
just
out
a
for
little
me the
bit
same
of
way it worked
advice
out for
just
him.
go a long way, bro. You only got to tell them the same thing you did. Be like, hey, whatever path you on or whatever you doing, here's some advice on how what I did for myself. It might work for you.
And that's
might
crazy,
not, like,
bro, because game is like, it's a word, like free game, you feel me?
Mhm.
Like, this free is real life, man.
Cause
Most
bro,
people
free
out
game.
here,
A lot of people ain't giving that out,
like,
bro.
and this little, bro, I'm trying to do the mobile homes. Man, people trying to charge you, bro. Just, hey, come take one of my courses. Man, I'm not taking it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
you know
that's
the
the
worst
thing now.
part?
That's like the new
It's
wave.
like,
Just like one last thing though is what's funny about that is people don't understand game can come from anywhere. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people always look at, like I say, the OGs, people older. You know what I'm saying? They say they're wiser. Not saying you can get your game from them.
Yeah.
But you can get your game from somebody younger than you too. Like I say, like we talking about Anaya younger than us.
It's really the
She in the fashion game. We looking at her like, okay, that's nice. Okay. Hey, help me with my little, help me with my fit real quick. Like she getting us right for the gram. Everybody like, yo, that fit hard. They don't even know. Little sis picked us up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can get your game from anywhere. Like I just feel like that's kind of what we're trying to do. Just even with our podcast, when we talk to people outside of this, you know how we always been growing up, bro. Like it's always let's sit down and get some knowledge from somebody. Bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But nah, that was kind of taught though a little bit too though.
Yeah.
Cause I wouldn't say we was just like that. Like Pops
I
kinda put
think
that
we had
beat.
some really
It
good
was
role
taught.
models.
More than just Pops.
Not
ears, one mouth,
Yeah,
bro.
for real.
And not because
For a reason.
Not because I consider these role models because they were perfect, but because they
were
also
there.
showed us their flaws, right?
Mhm.
That's a real role model to me.
Facts. Like, I
Show
ain't perfect.
your
That's why I failed
successes,
at.
but really show your flaws, because that's how people grow.
Cause that's what really gets you in. That's what gets your attention. You like, man, like
Like, dang,
they
you
real
ain't
too.
perfect.
Like they
You
ain't,
real too.
yeah, like
Yeah.
and he always getting on me, but it's cause he trying to see me do better, I guess. So it's like now you really brought in.
Yeah.
But y'all want to finish out something else on that point, or like
I
y'all
think,
kind of still on
I
that.
think right now
We could probably
just
get
kinda-
like the last question or something like
we,
that.
I don't know,
Maybe one or two more.
running low on time, so what time
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, we already almost. We probably like 40
55,
minutes in
so-
now, so we could probably get like one more question, maybe two. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in to this episode of BeanieBoyz podcast, man. I just want to thank Rell for coming on again. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and like I always say, man, leave something in the description. Let us know what y'all want to hear us talk about the next time.
Yeah, sure.
And I hope y'all like the new spot, the new studio. Let us know how y'all like that too. We gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm Rion Martinez.
Real.
Rion Lamar, you already know, follow me on the ground.
And we out of here. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Love.
Salute.
Preach.